Now, according to a recent study by a very, very well-known dating app, 1 out of 3 successful heterosexual couples were started by the woman messaging a guy first. So that begs the question, should women make the first move? If you've ever wondered whether or not you should text him first, when you should wait, when you shouldn't wait, this video is for you. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Little from sexyconfidence.com, where I help you create your love story. And I've made this video a little bit interactive here. It's actually a quiz video. So you'll see on the upper left corner, every time we talk about a scenario, you can respond to that quiz to let us know what you think. So let's go into scenario number 1. You meet a guy at a party, things go really, really well, you exchange numbers. Should you text him first? My answer to you right now, it's a little old-fashioned, but I would say no. Let him text you first. Now, I know a lot of you women out there are gonna say, but what the heck, man? What if he doesn't ever text me? And my message to all of you is that if he doesn't text you, then there was no real interest in the first place. Look, the guy has your phone number. You've exchanged numbers. If he wanted to text you, he would have texted you. Clearly, there wasn't enough spark there. Move on with your life. Don't invest too much emotionally in that scenario. And more importantly, by allowing him to text you first, you're allowing him to invest more emotionally in getting you and kind of going through that process of texting you and wondering, sitting by the phone, wondering if you're going to respond. These are all very good things to happen when you first meet a guy. You want him to be pursuing you and wondering how it is that you feel back to him. And that's only during the early stages of meeting a guy. That doesn't really apply once you're later on in a relationship, by the way. Let's go into scenario number 2. You meet a guy at work, you sat with him and a group of other colleagues at work. You don't report to one another, but you felt a little bit of a connection there. Should you add him, let's say, as a friend on Facebook? My answer to you would be yes, sure, why not? Now, this totally depends on your work situation. If you should not be dating other coworkers, then please do not cross this barrier. However, if it's totally cool in your workplace and it's totally allowed for you to be dating, this is actually a great way to show interest in a guy and allow him to see a side of you that he wouldn't necessarily see at work. And who knows, this is a great way for him to be able to message you outside of the typical emails or the type of chatting that goes on in the workplace. He can just message you through Facebook. Awesome way to give him this kind of window of opportunity to message you and ask you out. Now let's jump into scenario number 3. Let's say he took you on a date. Should you text him first after the date? I would say absolutely. If he took you on a date and went through the planning process and even paid for the date, it is absolutely appropriate to text him and thank him for an amazing night out. You don't want to come off as the type of woman who's not interested in him as well. So definitely send him a thank you. I had an amazing time. Look forward to seeing you again kind of text, and he'll really appreciate it. And finally, scenario number 4 is, let's say you had sex for the first time the night before. Should you text him the next morning? If the sex was good and you want to see him again, hell yeah, shoot him a text and say, it was amazing seeing you last night. Now, ultimately with these scenarios, there's no hard and fast rule. Ultimately, it comes down to, in the early stages of dating and texting and meeting people, it's just to go at their pace. Don't pursue him, let him pursue you. So I'd love to hear from you. Do you agree or disagree with me in any of these scenarios? I'd love to hear from you in the comments right there below. And also, if you want more resources to help you with your text game out there when you're meeting guys, head on over to lovetexting.com, where you can download your free report and get a few texts that you can send him to spark a little bit more romance in the conversation. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe on YouTube for more videos just like this every single week. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you next week, you sexy single lady. Bye-bye.